Hey guys, this is Mirajit Jain and this is the part 2 of our video where in the previous video we have just discussed the sixth problem from CodeChef September 17, and so basically now we were stuck over here and we wanted to proceed further. So obviously I did not know what else I can do, right? I was having no idea how I can proceed because the number of day can be as high as 10 to the power 18, and all I could do is in login I can just find reduce it, and but I have to find this column which will be of length n, and each query will be of then O of n per query, and it will obviously give me time limit error. But I can solve up to 10 to the power 18 now using this technique. But how I can do further improve upon this? So this was my next question. So what I did was I just I wrote this matrix in a notepad file and pasted that into an Excel file. And I looked at this sheet, which is of, I think I have pasted 100 rows and 100 columns over here. And this is that day versus the level matrix, where a matrix element is one means on that very day all nodes on that level will contribute towards the answer for the root node. So I was already knowing that this is the pattern of M, and 0. I mean, we know this pattern. It's there, M, and 0. This is how this matrix is building up. But then what I found was, let me just take a print of this. Yeah. So guys, I will request you to move your head away from the screen a bit and just look for a pattern over here if you can see. So this is not related to the solution, but I was amazed to see the pattern over here. As you can see, there are a lot of triangles, right angle triangles, which are, it's basically 1 and 0, but we can clearly see a pattern of triangles over here, right? If you can move back, you can see it. Just move, let's say 1 meter away and try to see the pattern. You will be amazed. So if you're not able to see, let me show you. Let me highlight it once. Yeah, so if you can see, there is a large triangle of zeros over here and this line, and then we have one triangle over here. Guys, I think you can see it now over here, this triangle, then this triangle. And what is interesting is there are infinitely many triangles which are going on and on inside it. So if you will see, this is one more triangle, this is another triangle, here is one more, here is one more, here is one more, here is one more. So what is happening is, as you can see the pattern, pick any right triangle, select the middle of this and this, join it. Now there are more triangles over here, here and here. Repeat the same, middle of everything, join it, join it, join it. And all these are zeros. And when you will keep on doing this, what remains in the end will be of ones. So what I notice is that a lot of the portion is covered by zeros, man. So most of the elements won't be, you know, contributing in the answer. So I finally found out the percentages. So as you can clearly see that in the formula that we are having, at any step, when you are going on the next step, at least 25% of the matrix is zero, and also there are more zeros which are introduced in these matrices, right? So what you can do is, to find this, what I did, let's say you are at some step where this is x and you're going to next step. So what you will do is, this is all zeros and these are same. So let the fraction of zeros in this matrix be p, or let's say f for fraction. So yeah, so the total number of zeros in this new matrix would be, so f into x square will be the number of zeros in this matrix, and this is 3 times. Then the number of zeros in this is completely x square, and there are total of now 2x square cells, which becomes 4x square. This is nothing but 3f plus 1 by 4. So we began with a 1 cross 1 matrix initially, where the percentage of zeros or fraction of zeros was 0. So in starting it is 0, then plug 0 over here, it becomes 1 by 4, which is correct because the next stage was this and the percentage is 25%. Now what happens next is this becomes, let's say, 3 by 4, 5, 4, 7, right? 7 by 16. So as you can see, oh wait, have I done something wrong? No, it's correct. Yeah. So as you can see, from 0 to 25%, now this is what I think it's less than 50%, but 40 something, right? So I just printed out this. I made a program which just prints out. Yeah. So this is in size 1 cross 1. The percentage of zeros was 0. In size 2 cross 2, it's 25%, or 0.25 is the fraction of zeros. And as you can see, this is growing on at such a high rate. In just for this 10 to the power 5, or let's say 131072, the percentage is 99%, right? So I said that most of my matrix is 0. So what I can do is I will just collect the ones. Instead of maintaining the whole matrix, what I did next was I just maintained the list of ones for each day. And how can you do that? So what I mean to say is, for day 1, you know that all are there, right? So instead of storing this, what I stored was the index. So this is 1 and how many times it is occurring. So let's say this is the width is n, so 1 will occur n times. So this is what I stored for day 1. Now on day 2, what is there? 1 0 1 0 1 0, right? So what I stored, it's a basically list of pairs where this guy is the index and this guy is the continuous sum from this index in this direction till which we are having ones. Okay. So for 2, what I stored is 1 comma 1, because at index 1 we are having just 1. Now then I stored at index 3, it's 1, but it's also repeating, right? So instead of doing this also 1 n times, I stored 1 comma 1, and I know that the cycle for this would be, or the period length would be 1. For this the period length would be 2, and period length is nothing but the greatest power of 2, the lowest power of 2, which is just greater than the number x. So for day x, the period length at which it will repeat will be the lowest power of 2, which is greater than or equal to x. Okay, you can see this in the pattern, right? So I just stored this 1 comma 1, and I know the pattern length is for 2 is 2. So if I want to generate the complete column, I know that it will be 1 0 1 0. Let's say for 3 it was 1100, right? So for 3, and I know the period length is 4. So for 3 I stored, starting from index 1, we have 2 ones, and that's it. That's what I stored. So I know that the number of ones are only 0.004% or something, and I proceeded with this approach, and this is how I went from 20 to 50 with one time limit error, time limit exceeded in one test case. So guys, the implementation of this you can find out in my code. I'm not going to go into details with that. If you want to have a look, it's fine. If not, you can enjoy the theory that I have been talking about with you. So what's next? Yeah, so for any row, how can you find? Yeah, so let's say you pick some any random row, let's say x. Okay, and let's say you are having this list of pairs for all the days which are less than x. So what I did was, I found the greatest power of 2 which is less than x, right? Now I know that this x would be now why I'm taking this, let's say this is y. I picked the day y, and this is x cross x. So I know that this matrix M So this column y will be having a period of length 2x, right? Because I already told you that it's just the next highest power of 2 which is greater than or equal to y, and x is basically the power of 2 which is less than y. So pattern length is 2x. And how we also know this y, because this would be and this is 0, and this thing will repeat. So this length also becomes x plus x, which is 2x. So you can confirm it this way also. And what I did is, I know that I'm having, so this will be obviously in this range, and I know that I'm having the list for this much length. Let this be some value d. So I know that for the dth day I'm having its column, and I just use that column to fill this much part, and I know I have nothing to fill over here, and I know this guy will repeat in the period of 2x. So this is how I build the list of all ones. So this is index and the count of continuous ones from that index. So let's say if there is some guy who is having this. So I'm taking some arbitrary case, and let's say this is the pattern which is repeating. Obviously it should be our power of 2, but I am not taking it in this case. I'm just explaining how this is working. So for this, what I will store is index is 1, 2, this is index 5, 2, and nothing else. So if, and let's say this is of size 16, so you know it's repeating at size 16. So next levels that would be ones that would be contributing to the answer, you can find out simply by adding the offsets of 16 to 5 and 1. So you know that next pairs would be 17 comma 2 and 21 comma 2 and so on till you reach n. And so in this way, for every day you can find out. So guys, this is it. I think you know a good idea of how I approached the problem. I got stuck, but I kept on proceeding. I think it's a type of research and brute force solution only because, come on, man, what is this 99.99%? It's empty. Let's take all once. But yeah, the things can work in this way because I was very close, as you can see. I came pretty close from 20 points. Or let me show you this 40 points, and finally over here. So guys, from here to here, just believing in maths and going ahead with my analysis, which I did over here. Yeah. So guys, I hope you liked the video and you learned a lot. If you liked it, please hit the like button and share it among your friends. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Happy coding. Bye.